Come on, set. Check, smash.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
We're down to the 41. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Edwards-Helaire now off the option, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Let's go now.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Perry. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Come on,
they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lewis striker. Green Jack. Check Fury. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Perry. Quick slant finding Claypool. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
97.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. And cycle.
first down, and they go back to Harris. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Watch out now. 52.
Harris. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And Mahomes going to run again.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on second down, Perry, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
82 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He finds his man complete. It's Haynes. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yellow. Attack.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Set, ready. 6, 7.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Austin is there and brings in another one. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, confused.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. And it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Heel, black. Black shot. Strike. Check strike. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Perry. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Let's get it. Let's go.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't. And at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So he didn't lose anything. But you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Looking to throw. Perry.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Pause red.
On 4th down, Perry. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On second down, this is Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Okay, ready? Shot, 17. Check pitch. Hey, check mega.
On 4th down, Perry got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Connor Hayward,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And it's a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mahomes.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield. facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Mahomes to throw it. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here we go. Check, cut.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Pittsburgh,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And